Hello and welcome to this video in which we shall discuss stretching and compressing functions level 2. Graph the equation shown below by transforming the given graph of the parent function. So here we see that the change is affecting the x, and we said that if we have 1 over ax within brackets like this, so f of 1 over ax, we see that the x is being divided by a, so we're going to do the opposite, and we're going to multiply x by a. So we're going to get ax. How do we apply this here? So we take 3 points like we did before. Let's take 0, 0, 0. And let's take something that can be multiplied by 2. That doesn't matter really. We can take this point, for example, 1, 1. And here we have negative 1, negative 1. Now the x's are going to be multiplied by 2 because it's 1 over 2 here. So here, what we see is that the x is being divided by 2 or multiplied by half. So we're going to do the opposite of that. We're going to multiply the x by 2. So this becomes 2, and this becomes negative 2. So we have to drag from 1 to 2 here. And we see that automatically the other point went to negative 2 as well. So we're good to go. Here as well, we have 3 times x. So the change is horizontal. It's affecting the x. We are going to do the opposite of what we see. So x divided by 3. So let's take a value of x that is divisible by 3. So here we have 0, 0. Here I'm going to go with this point here because it's 3, 9. Because this point is 2, 4. If I divide by 3, I get a decimal. So that's not a good idea. So I'm just going to take 3 and 9 and negative 3, 9. And I'm going to divide the x values by 3. So this becomes negative 1. This becomes positive 1 in terms of the x. So I move from 3 to 9 into 1 to 9. And you see that the other point is now at negative 1 as well. Of course, the 0 will remain as a 0, so it doesn't really matter. And we submit. Let's try the third one. Here we have cubic root of x as our original function. So the change is multiplying the x by 4. I'm going to divide the x by 4. I'm going to do the opposite. So here I'll take this point because it has an 8 in the x. So 8, 2. And I'm going to divide the 8 by 2. By 4. 8 divided by 4 gives me 2. So I'm going to drag from 8 horizontally like this all the way to 2. I'm going to leave it there. And this is the solution. Here we have 2x all power 2. So again, the change is inside the bracket. So instead of multiplying x by 2, I'm going to divide the x by 2. So let's take something divisible by 2. Let's take this point because it's 2, 4. If I divide by 2, I get 1, 4. Remember, we're only changing the x, not the y. So the 2 becomes a 1. I'm going to take this point, move it to the left like this, and I'm done. So this brings us to the end of our video. I hope this has been beneficial. Thank you for watching.